Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Politically Correct Ghana Lesson 294. And today is the 15th of May 2025. It takes us back to memory of the origin of National Democratic Congress. That is the 15th of May 1979. 46 years ago, that abortive coup was a spark for the origin of National Democratic Congress. Thereafter, June 4, 1979, it came back as Armed Forces Revolutionary Council, AFRC. Then went off and then came back on 31st of December 1981 as Provisional National Defense Council. Then transformed into a civilian government known as what? National Democratic Congress, the NDC. So PNDC, from AFRC to PNDC to NDC. It has one common principle that revolves around it, that flows through it. That's probity, accountability, transparency. And most importantly, fairness, or fairly and firm. Fair and firm for the leaders. All right. So today we want to put this in context with respect to what has happened in recent times to Sammy Gyamfi and Agrada incident of giving out gifts of cash, presumably dollars, from Sammy Gyamfi, who is the National Communication Officer for National Democratic Congress, and the CEO, the Chief Executive Officer of Ghana Gold Board, to Agrada, a priest, as a gift. All right. There are three things. The president has finally come out to clear Sammy Gyamfi, which is good. I mean, there's nothing wrong, but there's a lot more questions to be asked when it comes to the principles of the NDC and, of course, the national outlook of it. I'm not going to look at the political view at all. There's an earlier video that we pointed out, and a poster that came out that requested that Sammy Gyamfi should resign. But the president thinks otherwise. The president is not a president for himself, on himself, and upon himself. No. He's a president for we the people. And we the people made the president. And he's serving we the people. So we the people have the right or have the opportunity to express our views, of which if we express them decently, the president should listen. We are not saying he should necessarily take our recommendations, but he should listen. All right. And Mr. President John Dramani Mahama, you've taken a decision which we shall all respect and will live by, but there are some residual issues that you will have to handle with respect to this decision. One is the concept of how a public officer gives out cash. He's paid in cedis, but he gives out dollars. Presumably, he went to the Forest Bureau to change the money, then give the gift out in dollars. So, is it possible that you could check which Forest Bureau Sammy Gyamfi went to change the cedis into dollars? This is an investigation you should do because he's a public officer. Remember that Mr. Rawlings, who is the originator of NDC, advised you on 31st December in the year 2013. 2013, he told you that your government, at the time you were president, he told you your government, you need tough and good people who will be bold enough to tell you the truth and bold enough to fight corruption. That is the only way your government will not be vulnerable. Unquote. Quote, your government needs good and tough people who can be bold enough to tell you the truth and fight corruption head on. And that way, your government will not be vulnerable, unquote. That's Mr. Rawlings. He told you that, but it looks like you have forgotten a bit. You are human. You are not Mr. Perfect. I have to be honest with you. So you will make mistakes. So if we criticize him, let us criticize, let us critique it, because we are only going to critique you and then point you in some suggested ways. As to whether you take it or not, no, it's not the issue we are discussing. Look, Mr. President, there are three things under this Sammy Gyamfi and Agrada issue. One is the principles of the National Democratic Congress. Two is the gift tax. And three is the Bank of Ghana's use of Forest Bureau. So I've mentioned one, that's the third one from the bottom, that's the forest usage, that you have to investigate that issue, which you have not. I would believe you have not, because you could use the OSP to investigate Sammy Gyamfi as to when he went in for dollars, how he took the cedis and then converted into dollars and then gifted Agrada. There's nothing wrong with the gift. So it takes us to the second point. Mrs. Agrada, Mama Pat, the gift you took, according to the laws of Ghana, you have to pay a gift tax When you take a gift in dollars, foreign currency, you have to pay a gift tax. So have you paid the gift tax? Because you have to declare everything. That goes to Ghana Revenue Authority. Agrada, please file in those documents for the gift and let the gift tax be computed for you and pay, and then have your peace of mind and let the country gain some revenue out of that as the law states. The third bit, which is got to do with the principles of National Democratic Congress. National Democratic Congress believes in probity, accountability, and transparency. It's all driven on the back of this policy that's been fair and firm. You should be fair and firm, Mr. President. You should be fair and firm with everybody. Fair and firm, not only your political party members, because you are not a president for yourself, by yourself, and unto yourself. But you are the president for the people, by the people, and with the people. So you would have to obey this particular regulation, that you have to be fair and firm to all. Are you fair and firm to all, or you just clear your appointees and then leave those who are not your appointees to dry? That is not good. As it stands now, you've cleared Sammy Gyamfi. What about the suspended Chief Justice Gertrude Tokno? Others will say no, there are two different processes, there are two different issues. But it's just you have to be fair to all. I remember Rawlings very well, and his cousin Kojo Lee offended. There was an infraction, and he set up a committee to look at it. The committee found him guilty and said he should be hanged at the firing squad. And Rawlings did nothing. At the time he was the head of state, he did nothing but sign. That is his blood relation, but he did that. That is what we mean by fair and firm to all. The name is Kwame Afaglo. Let a remedial measure, these residual issues on this Sammy Gyamfi and Agrada, the residual issues, it's a residual issue. So one has an investigation to be conducted into this Sammy Gyamfi, how he got the money in dollars. Then two, an investigation, and the two, Agrada should go and pay her gift tax. And then three, try to be fair and firm. You are not Mr. Perfect. Mr. President John Dramani Mahama, you are not Mr. Perfect. You're just human, like any one of us who makes errors. But I think this time you got it wrong.